So recently I have been feeling this pressure to draw. Now I know that sounds contradicting because I love drawing, but I feel like I'm at the point where I want to improve so much that I have to force myself to draw more. So this video is for people who want to improve at art but feel like they're running out of time. You can apply this method to almost any skill you want, but I think this works a lot more effective with creative stuff. So what I have noticed is that when I have thoughts like, oh, I got to draw today, or I haven't made anything yet, or I'm not moving towards my goal, I often found that these types of thoughts that I have actually makes me fear drawing. It makes me go back to watching YouTube shorts or playing games because I'm associating stress with making art, and that's not a good thing. When I feel like I have to draw, there are two main ways that I deal with that stress. So either I move the task to tomorrow, or I draw, but it feels really restricted. It feels like I'm not making anything good, and that just makes me feel even worse. When you create something, you can't really do it out of stress because that will just make, like, people can see what you're feeling when you're making stuff, when you're drawing stuff. They can tell whether or not you actually enjoyed making them, or is it just something that is really forced. So the basic takeaway is that you only make good art when you're in a good mood, or at least you will feel good making art when you're in a good mood. Like, that sounds really obvious, but it is true. Like, people overlook that so much. So the question now becomes, how do you get in a good mood? Well, I can't tell you that because the only person that knows how to get you in a good mood is yourself. Maybe it could be playing games. It could be playing basketball, playing a sport, just going outside, Now, getting yourself into a good mood doesn't mean distracting yourself. So I will give a personal example. When I have to do homework after school, I might open up Roblox or, any games I play, and I play it for the sake of avoiding the homework. I don't actually like playing it because I like playing it. And this goes along with art too. You don't play games or doom scroll because you want to avoid the work that is necessary, but rather you should be doing it because you genuinely enjoy doing it, and that relaxes your brain and it helps you get into a better mood to draw. Okay, so now that you're in a good mood to draw, you will realize another problem. Your drawing looks like shit. And I just want you to know that it's okay to have bad drawing sometimes. Like, if you look at great artists or basketball players, they have made many mistakes. They have drawn really bad stuff before, but that did not stop them from drawing more, from practicing more, because they believe that mistakes are a part of life, and it is. You learn by making mistakes. If your drawing doesn't turn out good this time, then draw the next one, because at some point, if you keep drawing in the same drawing session, it will become better. A good example of this is when I'm doing gesture drawing. Like, the first few is always going to look bad because you haven't warmed up yet. But after a while, it's going to get better and better because you're repeating stuff, and when you're repeating stuff, you find ways to improve on it. So just don't beat yourself over drawing something that doesn't look as good as you imagine it to be. You just simply draw the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and eventually it will get good. Now I know this is easier said than done, almost everything is, but I hope that this video at least could encourage you in some sort of way. Just know that everyone else suffers the same problem. You're not alone, and just keep going. You will get better.